Everyone, this is Vic back again on another vintage fragrance review, and today we are going to review the very rare but the very unique and the very fantastic fragrance Davidoff by Davidoff, or Davidoff Signature by Davidoff, released in 1984, and this was the first fragrance from the house of Davidoff. I am very keen on this fragrance. I think that connoisseurs know what I'm talking about. It's a discontinued fragrance, unfortunately, once again, by the brand of Davidoff. And this fragrance is a kind of very, very hard and very rare to find nowadays. Prices are absolutely crazy. You don't find this price on the market, on the cheap price anymore. So we are going to talk about this fantastic fragrance. So Davidoff by Davidoff. This fragrance, it's one of my favorite fragrance. Is a chypré fragrance for men, released in 1984. The nose behind this fragrance is the great Edouard Fleschier. Top notes are lime, basil, artemisia, and lemon. Heart notes are carnation, caraway, rose, and orris roots. Base notes are leather, castoreum, oak and patchouli. Main accords are leather, fresh spicy, animalic, woody, smoky, citrusy, earthy, mossy, herbal, and also aromatic. What I can tell you about this masterpiece is very simple. This fragrance, hello Dushan, how are you? How are you doing, my friend? This fragrance is a true banger. This is not a kind of fragrance that you wear once and then 2 3 hours later is gone. This fragrance lasts on the skin for more than 10 hours. Oh, great. If you can find on the right price, go for it. Fantastic fragrance. Stay tuned. I'm talking about what is exactly this fragrance. This will last at least 10 hours on your skin easily. The CH is around at least for 30 meters around you, and the scent profile is fantastic. Is on the same ballpark as Patou pour Rome, Macassar by Rochas, and also I would say Pour Monsieur by the House of Chanel. Kind of fragrance that also has soapy notes, leathery notes, mossy notes, and animalic notes. To me, it's the best release by the House of Davidoff, alongside with Zeno, Good Life, and of course, Cool Water Original. Somehow has been discontinued since 2009, exactly when Cody took over the production of Davidoff and bought Lancaster Group and include inside the Cody Group, and they started to release rubbish after rubbish, rubbish after rubbish, and they killed all their fantastic fragrances, such as Good Life, such as Davidoff by Davidoff, such as also the great Zeno. Still, Zeno is somehow around, but I heard has been discontinued completely. But you don't find the original Zeno by Lancaster. The Zeno by Coty is okay, but it's somehow more toned down. But this is a question. Why they discontinue always their best fragrances and they replace them by rubbish? Probably because of heavy cost, maybe because of the material they use on those fragrances that they are now too costly for the continuation of the production. It's a kind of real mystery to me because they replace with rubbish, and they didn't really put back great fragrances on the market. And it's very disappointing because the House of Davidoff was a house of excellence. When they started, first, it's not a fragrance brand. Everybody knows that Davidoff is a house of luxury cigars. And Zino Davidoff established that house in 1950s in Switzerland, and they were just doing cigars productions until 80s. They never released any fragrance, and I'm telling you, this is their first fragrance for men in 1984, and the second was Zeno. Both of them are fantastic, but this one is more genuinely greenish, mossy fragrance. It's also pretty much close to Derby by Guerlain. So all of them are the fragrances of the same era. They are fragrances of the 80s. I'm telling you, this fragrance is exactly on the same ballpark that Patou Pour Derby by Guerlain, Macassar by Rochas, and they are all from 80s. What our friends say, the Archmos from the 80s is the reason why I love vintages. Absolutely. Because you know, the Archmos has been now banned from the production. So they don't have a right to use natural Archmos, very limited. But this is not only the case of the Archmos Duchenne. This is a case of they killed this fragrance and they discontinued this fragrance. And now this fragrance become a kind of holy grail. You cannot find a big bottle for less than $500. And really, it's very tough to find this fragrance on the right price. So I just, even on YouTube, you don't find lots of review about this fragrance because it's very rare to find this fragrance and to have it. Fortunately, I still have it because I got this long time ago and I store it. I rarely, seldomly wear it, and that's how I kept it because I'm not the kind of fragrance wearing, the daily fragrance wearing. I wear them when I want to wear, and that's why I can have it for a long time. But this is not the case. We are not talking about why they discontinued this damn fragrance. And it's not only the problem of Davidoff. Guerlain discontinued Derby. Patou discontinued Patou Pour. So all of them, Macassar has been discontinued by Rochas. So all of them are discontinuing fantastic fragrance that they were true masterpieces made by great perfumers such as Edouard Fleschier, such as Dominique Ropion. Those guys, they made great creations, and those creations, they deserve to be still on the market. Even reformulated, I want them to be back on the market because those fragrances are fantastic. They are unique, they are great, and they smell fantastic. When you wear that, you wear a true gentleman fragrance, and you feel like a gentleman absolutely when you wear this fragrance. So, this is my shout out about Davidoff by Davidoff, released in 1984. The perfumer was Edouard Fleschier. If you have a chance to find this fragrance on the right price, just go for it. So I'm telling you, Duchenne, if you have a chance to find it on the right price, don't wait. Pull the trigger immediately because it's very hard to find it. But beware of fakes also because there are fakes in the market. I don't know if yours is fake or it's a real. I hope you hit the right door and you score a right fragrance. So this is all I can tell you about Davidoff by Davidoff. To me, the best fragrance ever made by the house of Davidoff. An absolute banger. This fragrance lasts 10 hours easily, or even lasts 12 hours easily. I can find it in a couple of 25 ml bottles. Go for it. That's good. Why not? Buy two 25 bottles. 25 ml bottles will be 50. Go for it. But be careful. If it's a splash bottle, I'm not sure it's a good quality. I'm sorry to say because splash bottles is hazardous. Somehow the smell evaporates through the times. Always better to find an atomizer, sealed atomizer, because then they cannot play a trick on you. But it's up to you, my friend. I told you what I know about this. So, fantastic fragrance, once again, on the same ballpark as Patou Pour, Derby Pour, Macassar by Rochas. All of them have been discontinued, and unfortunately, we are having not fragrances such as those nowadays in the market. So that's my take about Davidoff by Davidoff. Have a great day. I'll be back soon, probably with another reviews in the coming days. God bless you all. Stay fragrant. Remember, don't follow the hype because the hype might fool you. And God bless your home. Until we talk again. Cheerio and bye bye.